Hi, and welcome back, you all, on a special new day, being on Saturday instead of Sunday. So I'm excited about that because, hey, Sundays usually are just really busy, and I still get it in and coming in at 2 p.m. on Central Standard Time. But today, Saturday, we're going to start afresh, anew. And so, welcome back to everyone. Hopefully, you'll be able to catch it live. If not, you definitely have the replay. And I'm so appreciative of you all just viewing and interacting. So today I have another wonderful special guest. I am introducing to you all Brandy Chanel. She and I'll talk a little bit about how I came in contact with her via YouTube as we progress along with this little chat for today. So welcome, Brandy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, indeed. Hey, Phoebe's Corner. Happy to have you here today as well. And I just want to go ahead and get straight to it. I know that you have had your channel now for a number of years, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But the introduction is Dooney and Bourke, and that's how I found you. There was this wonderful video where you compared an actual fake Dooney with the actual Dooney, an authentic one. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. Um, Also, I want to pinpoint to everyone when I tell you this is probably, I think Brandy is the goddess of vintage Dooney and Bourke bags. Like seriously, she has a really serious collection of Dooney and Bourke's. I'm gonna say based on her past videos, and that's another question that has to come up if you still have those bags. But I know that's how I came in contact with you. So talk about that first video regarding that particular the first video that I saw from you regarding the comparison of the new or the fake Dooney with the authentic Dooney and Bourke bag.
Yeah, so that Dooney and Burke. So I'll just some backstory to this. I am an 80s baby, and I'm sure everybody here knows since everybody loves Dooney and Burke that Dooney and Burke came out in 75. So in the natural progression of a growing business in the 80s and 90s, Dooney and Burke would have been the thing, right? That would have been like the
Mm-hmm.
booming time, which is when I was
Yeah.
growing up. So I remember growing up seeing people have those bags and being like, "Ah, that is this really nice bag. I like that." I was not poor or anything like that. I just my mom didn't have Dooney and Burke bags, and it wasn't something that I had growing up, but it was always something that I saw that I wanted, that I thought was expensive and nice. And so when I got old enough, and I've always been a thrifter. I was thrifting at the thrift store and I saw the green one and I wanted it and I grabbed it. It was $20 and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a steal. Let me get
Mm-hmm.
this bag." And the more I got into it and the more I accumulated more of a collection, I realized that my bag was not real. It didn't make me love it any less because I still love the style of it and the color of it, but I was determined to get an actual bag like that one, that same color, that same style, because that's what I wanted, because that's what I saw. And so that's
Mm-hmm.
how I ended up comparing the two. I ended up finding the real one on Poshmark and loving it. And so I was like, let me compare the real one to the fake one so people can see the differences between the two.
Yes. And that helped a lot because we've talked about probably across our platforms, YouTube handbaggers that love Dooney and Bourke. We've talked about how close those bags were. Like, I'm an 80s and 90s baby as well. And in high school, all the girls had Dooney and Bourke bags.
Yeah.
At the time, we're kids. We don't know anything about what's real and what's fake. It's because you just have that label, Dooney and Bourke. And so as I
Yep.
got older and started really paying attention to just the outward real of those fake bags, because the best thing I could think of, the threading was coming apart. And it was like, if the threading is
Mhm.
coming apart, I know Dooney and Bourke is not really truly producing a bag like this. And so I thought that your video was really great and detailed about showing, because we could talk about it, but you had the real and the fake. And it was just like, oh, okay. So these are really good things to look at and look for to really see what it is. And so I always like that video. I go back randomly and watch it because I think it's really great information.
That, that video has a lot of views. A lot of people like that video, and I guess I didn't really realize that there was still a. I just love all things vintage. I love vintage fashion and all of that, all kinds of vintage bags. So I'm a collector, just period. And
Hmm.
I guess I just didn't realize that so many people were still into Dooney and Burke. That video just does so well, but surprisingly, a lot of people come on that video and say, "I think that the one that you think is fake is real," and I'm just like, I I don't
Yeah,
think it's real. But hey, if you think a lot of people think that it predates all of the things that I'm talking about in the video, meaning
yeah,
like the the tags on the inside and the Dooney
yeah.
and Burke brass and all of that. They think that it's older than that, and so that it wouldn't have all of those things. I just the feel, the touch. You would have to touch it to know, and I just you can feel the difference.
And visually, you can kind of see the difference, especially like even with the lining. I don't
Mhm.
recall there being a black lining. I mean, I don't know everything about Dooney and Burke, but that's
Mhm.
something that I would like to dig into, but I have never seen it. My mom has one of her older bags from the early 90s, and it all had that like suede leather or
Mhm.
that just that suede finish inside of the bag. And I know even
Mhm.
one of the comments that you had on that particular video where someone said, yeah, um, that is probably a real one. It was 1983 when they started out tagging, putting the tags in the bag. And so that
Mhm.
probably is a real one. Mm, I don't know. I think what you shared in the detail of it, and you really have to have it in your hand as well, even though we're visually seeing it, you got to have it in your hand.
Mhm.
And that's going to be a difference in that leather. I don't think the leather would have changed so much from
I
feeling
agree.
like real leather to something that feels like
Mhm.
okay, this not it, because it would say
I
that Dooney and Burke didn't know what they were doing in the beginning. They were just throwing out some stuff,
agree.
and I doubt
Yeah,
that.
y'all just picking random supplies, random
Yeah,
quality. Yeah. That leather, that green, and again, I still think it's a nice bag. It's very durable. Obviously, it's very old, and so it's lasted this long. Still, I still have that bag, but I don't
awesome.
have it with me today. But I do still have that bag. And it's at my office, so I would show it to
Okay,
you, but I
okay,
don't have it. Um,
that's fine.
but that bag, it's really stiff. It's like hard, like
Hmm.
I don't know how to describe it, but you can feel and see the difference, especially when you're holding it in person. I just cannot. I would be hard pressed to believe that that was an authentic Dooney of any time period.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Totally, totally. Are there any other Dooney and Burke bags that you've purchased vintage wise that you've deemed as your favorite?
My favorite. Okay, so I have a little bit of a. So this is kind of an exclusive. This
Uh
is an
oh.
exclusive because I have been. Yeah, I really need to do an updated collection. I have a part one, part two collection on my channel, and I have not
Yes.
done an update in probably about 3 or 4 years. And so I've added
Okay.
quite a bit to my collection since then. And
Oh,
I've actually started to get more into well, at this point, they're still considered vintage, but they're more modern than the old school
yeah.
vintage that I like.
Yeah. Yeah. The all weather
So,
leather.
so I have a few. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I have a few of the newer styles to share with you today that
Okay.
I love. But vintage, my favorite vintage bag that I purchased is this one right here.
That's the one that my
It's
mom
just a
has.
classic. I just
Yes.
love it. The quality of this bag is amazing. I think it's a perfect bag for a unisex bag. Perfect unisex bag. A man could carry this
Yeah.
as his like bag, I believe, and it not be too feminine or masculine. I don't think it leans either way too much, but I
Yeah.
love this bag. The quality of this is amazing. It's the little details for me that I love. These little toggles,
Yes.
the braided, the brass. It's. I got this probably about 4 or 5 years ago on Poshmark, and I paid $60 for it. So also one of
Wow.
my most expensive, and I know that probably sounds crazy to say, but this is one of my most expensive Dooney and Burke bags too. That's
Okay.
yeah. My most
Yeah.
expensive. You want to know the most expensive one?
Yes. Yes.
My most expensive Dooney and Burke bag is not a bag, actually. It's a briefcase.
Okay.
This one right here.
Oh
And this is
yes.
what I keep my laptop in. Um, it's really nice. It's such a nice briefcase. It's all leather, and
Hmm.
it retails for 350, and I paid 150 for it on Poshmark. It had tags and everything with it, so I love this
Wow.
bag. It's a really good, you know, and by default, it's the most used one because this is what I keep my laptop in, which is where I do all of my YouTube video editing and all of that stuff. So
Okay.
this is a great bag. If you're in the
Yes.
market for like a laptop case, it's
Hmm.
great. It's got pockets. On the inside, it has the double zip, which I like because it allows for you to get in it a little bit better. But the inside has a blue like cloth interior, and there's also a slight padding
Hmm.
for your laptop too, right here. Like this padding to protect your laptop.
Uh-huh.
It has a bunch of little pockets on the inside. I love this thing.
Nice.
It's really nice. It's really nice.
Yes. Yes. Oh wow. And it's nice and big, and it's just roomy and compartmentalized with all the different options that you have with putting your pens in, your papers. I like that
Yes.
bag as well. I think they have something that maybe in the Alto family or the Alto collection that's similar to that, but that one is definitely an authentic piece. I love it. I truly love that because I know
This
I've
one
wasted a
also.
lot of money on computer bags.
So yeah, and the thing about this one is too, of course, the more advanced we become in technology, the smaller the computers get.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
still on my old school MacBook, and it's a 15-inch, so it's considered a big computer, and it fits in
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah.
you could get this bag is great. This is here are the tags for it right here, but the Brooklyn briefcase is what this is.
Okay. 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 Awesome. I'm gonna have to look at that on the second hand as well. And you got a
Yeah,
wonderful deal for that. A
I
wonderful
did.
deal.
It has the
That is
brass zipper and everything. I love this. Girl, this thing is just so good. I love it.
yes, yes, yes. And going back to your previous bag, because I always call it like the duck bag. I don't know why. But those brass pieces on there are so heavy you can knock somebody's eye
Yes,
out with
they
it.
are. Yes, they are. You talking about this one?
Yes.
Yes. These things are like heavy duty. So
Yes.
good.
Yes.
The quality, this bag, I mean, just the richness of this leather here is so
Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
This bag is just exquisite. It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
on the like one of the things I love this bag so much, and I don't carry it because I love it so much. Does that I don't know.
That makes sense. I have a couple of pieces like that. It's like you put them, I don't want to say in retirement, but you just it's just one of those bags you like to look at. You don't
Yes,
want to really share it with too many
basic.
people. You don't want it to get to the elements and so forth. I get it.
Yes,
I totally get
yes,
it. All
yeah.
right.
So this bad boy I love.
So what's your strategy for your vintage shopping for it's we're just gonna stick to Dooney and Burke right now, but we'll lean into some of your other methods to shopping for clothes and other items. But what's your method for shopping for the vintage pieces with Dooney and Burke?
So if I'm honest, I don't really have a method as far as like looking for that's the only place I would say that I have a method is Poshmark.
Okay.
Um, and one of the things that is driving my shopping now is nothing is new under the sun. All of these designers are coming out with these brands, these new styles of bags that they are calling
Hmm.
something new, but really they've been out for a long time. And some of these
Yes.
older, more, seasoned companies have been making them, but because they're not a well-known or higher end brand, people kind of don't look for them. And
Yeah.
so I've been looking by silhouette, shopping for bags that have a certain shape based on what's currently trending. For instance, The Jackie bag, the Gucci Jackie bag. That's one that's
Hmm.
been trending for quite a while. It's named after Jackie Kennedy Onassis or
Yes.
Onassis Kennedy. But it has a particular shape. It's like a almost like a crescent kind of shaped bag. Love, love, love that bag. But I'm not paying the retail price for that. And so I was looking for a bag with that silhouette, and I found one that Dooney and Burke makes, and I picked it up from Poshmark. But so this is the
Okay.
style. This is the bag. It definitely
Yes.
gives the same feel. It gives the same look, the same size. It's the same idea, but it is, I would beg to say, probably better quality if I'm being honest. Especially because this is a vintage bag, whereas those newer bags, they're just not making things the same way that they used to. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
got this bag off Poshmark for maybe $25.
Okay. That was a steal too. And especially they
Yeah.
brought that bag, that silhouette back, but the closure was different, I believe. If I can, yeah, the closure was
Mm-hmm.
different. They brought that back last year. And I went to the store and
Mm-hmm.
held it. I didn't really like it that well, but yeah, that is a really great find. A really great find. What color
Love
is
this.
that?
This is like, so this is a brown, but it's such an interesting color. It's almost like, and I hate to say this, I do not want to sound like vulgar or gross, but like a dookie brown is what I
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got you.
because
We got you. We mature.
it's like a khaki, it's got a green tint to it, if that makes sense. Like
Yes,
it's
yes.
yeah. So it's a unique color. I like it a lot. And on the inside of here, the inside is like a suede. It's
Mm-hmm.
really nice. Like it's a
Yeah, I see
really nice
that.
bag.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you
think
got a
now
really good bag.
they have the kind that have like the hook. I think it came back with the hook on the front.
Yeah.
You say like a different kind of closure. I think this
Yeah.
bag, there are several iterations of this bag with different kinds of closures on it.
Yes. 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 Definitely. Okay. Awesome
So
bag.
yeah, I kind
Do
of
you
like my shape.
okay? Well, even with what you were saying about how you go about shopping, is there a particular silhouette that you lean more to than others?
Hands down, my favorite silhouette is a satchel. I love so that's gonna be your like Gucci Boston bag or your Louis Vuitton Speedy bag. I love a satchel.
Hmm.
So this one here is one of my favorite and most carried bags.
Yes. And that's one that they've brought back. I believe that is the, oh, what's the name of it? I almost want to say Kelly.
Ooh, now
Kendra.
that's where
I think
I'm
it's the
more
Kendra.
I'm not the name, baby. I think this one has the sticker on the inside of it, but yeah, I love this bag. It I got it from a local thrift store. It didn't have the
Okay.
long strap, which I am not. I don't tend to carry this type of bag with a long strap anyway because I love a top handle.
Yeah.
I'm just partial to a top handle. And typically, I prefer a rolled handle to this flat kind of
Uh-huh.
handle right here. But it's something
Hmm.
about this bag. I just love it. I love even the handles of it. I love that it's like this on one side and then opposite the other side. I love the tassel on this bag. It's what sold me to get this bag. I paid $10 for this,
Wow. You
and
got
it's
another
like
steal.
pristine condition. Yeah, like pristine condition. Like there's nothing wrong with, except for the fact that it was missing the strap, which I wasn't gonna use anyway. So um I think
Okay.
they had it priced at $20. And it had been in my local thrift store for quite a while, and I was like, I'll say this, I'm spoiled with my bags because a lot of my collection I got for like from the thrift store for like $8 or $10 or so I had to grow up to pay more than that for a bag. So this one was priced at 20, and I was like, y'all have had this for a long time. And she was like, oh, I'll give it to you for 10. And I was like, thank you.
Oh
I'll give
wow,
you
that was
10.
golden.
Amen. So this is my favorite style of a bag.
Okay,
Yes,
awesome.
ma'am,
And
it
I
was.
am showing.
I do have a bitter sweet like uh-oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Ooh, you showing something. What you showing?
Yes. That silhouette, the Kendra, they just recently brought that one back on Dooney.com. Um, and so, yeah, it's great that you have that one and everybody was able to see it. But this is that bag. So if you like it, you might want to get you some more colors. Now, but yeah, they have it and it probably will be on sale soon, hopefully. But they did just drop that back this year. So continue, ma'am, continue. Uh-oh, you back muted. Hold on. Let me see. You're muted. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I don't know if it disconnected or something. I don't know what happened. But as Brandy is working that out, yeah, that Kendra is a really nice barrel bag. Um, I too don't like to carry that particular silhouette with the strap. I love the top handle, and I agree with you. I prefer the roll, but it was just different the way that top handle looks on that bag. So, yeah, I'm gonna pull it back up. Um, and so I think that you all should just put that on your radar to look for it to hopefully be priced a little bit lower. They do have this bag in 5 colors. I'm loving the jeans in this. And the other thing about this bag, it's small and it has the side pockets to it. So it's a small bag that to me packs a punch. It really does. Okay, I think you're back unmuted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Okay. I was like, do I need to get on my other device? I don't know what's going on.
That's fine. You're back.
We good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I want that bag in other colors. I love that bag. And I love that it's neutral so I can wear it with a lot of things, but like a black one
Mhm.
would be a chocolate one. Yeah. Red.
Oh,
I don't even know what colors it comes in, but I need all the colors.
yes, yes, yes. So hopefully, because I think I went on the second hand, probably on Poshmark, looking for that when they first dropped the Kendra, because if they dropped it, then a lot of people probably were selling
Hmm.
it. I can't recall if I did score anything. I think I got distracted and started looking for something else. But yeah, hopefully, the additional colors will come about with that. So let's move. Let's move a little bit. Are there any other bags in your collection that so far or anything on your radar as far as the vintage bags that you're collecting?
So I really want a vintage crossbody duck head. You know, the one with the
The big
brown
duck.
duck head on the front. It's a kind of a round shape. I need it.
Yes.
I need it in my life.
Oh,
And I'm
yes.
just trying to wait for the right price. I've been stocking it on Poshmark because they go for a lot. Like I mean, and rightfully so. It's a great bag, and I might just bite the bullet one day because I really want one. But I a while ago saw one that had like a rubber something on it as well, which I thought was really unique and cool. And I love to get pieces that I just haven't seen everywhere. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw one too that was like a canteen style that was like a round um style, but I don't think it's authentic, and so I don't want to pay that for it because I don't know that Dooney actually made that bag, but they should have because it's really cute. Um, but yeah, that's the one that I know that I want, the duck head.
Okay. Okay. And that'll be the all weather leather one. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that bag, and I'm gonna pop it up on the screen as well. That bag is, and let me make sure this is the one you're talking about. This one.
Yep,
Let's
that's the one.
Yeah, that thing, I would love to see that price at under 99 or under $100, but I have rarely seen it on either I Love Dooney or Dooney.com priced at that. I don't frequent like the secondhand, and secondhand for me would be Goodwill online, Poshmark, eBay. I don't
Mhm.
really always see it priced under 100, but they do go on sale. I think the cheapest that I probably seen was maybe 149 bucks. It is such a cute bag. I've gotten one in my collection. I said I'll just deal with that and I'm fine. Um, but I really would love to see some additional colors. I know at one point they had red. I think they even had it in the Kelly green, and I wanted that one.
I
Um,
love Kelly
so yeah,
Green.
whew, we not gonna talk about Kelly green because I could talk about that all day. I'm always trying to find something.
Yes, I actually have a an offer in for a crossbody duck head for on my Poshmark. Somebody offered me one that they have that I liked for $100, and I'm like, should I buy it? It's cream and brown. It's really nice. I don't know. Now I'm like, should I get it? I don't know if y'all
You
can
know
see
when
it,
you
but she's a beauty.
oh yes, yes, yes.
She's a
It's a
beauty.
and that will go with any and everything year round. It's
Any
such a
and
beautiful
everything.
color.
It's
And they don't
gorgeous.
have that one available. I know they have it in the white, but they don't have that color available right now. So, like
Y'all
I
make
said,
me
I
buy
try
that
to look
bag.
for it. Yeah, I always try to look for it under 100. So don't let me push you.
But speaking of Kelly Green, I have a sad purchase, a sad but glad purchase.
Okay, okay.
Oh, let me show you. Hold on.
Ooh, is that a barrel?
I'm about to lose the bag. I did. So it is. It's
Ooh,
stunning, isn't it?
yes, it is. I love
With
it.
the two side pockets.
Yes.
It's a beautiful bag. So this is the side pocket satchel, and I got this off Poshmark. It's in really good shape. Like I want to say this bag was never carried, and it does have its long strap with it um in the bag. So let me tell you why it's a horror story, and I need help. If anybody knows what I can do, help me, please help. This bag smells horrible.
Oh my goodness.
Horrible. Like
Hmm.
like in my mind, I'm like, if I could carry it, maybe I could carry the smell. You know, some things you can kind of
Yeah.
carry the smell off of them. Like I
Mhm.
don't know that I can stomach this long enough to carry the smell off of it. It's
Oh wow.
like a storage mildew, not mildew, because I don't want to say that sounds so off-putting, but it's I'm sad because I really want to carry this bag. I have a pair of Chucks that match it perfectly. And this is my kind of bag. This I was like, yes, I only paid $35 for this bag. But had they mentioned that it smelled, I probably would not have bought it because you don't know that you don't know if it can come off or not. So if
Yeah.
y'all know a treatment or a cleaning or something that I can do to help with the smell, please, because I love this bag and I'm glad to have it if I can get the smell out of it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to put everybody out on that because we do have some other wonderful thrifters out there, and they figure it out. So we're definitely going to
I hope
and
so.
I think in this replay of this, we'll probably get some answers and some suggestions as to what to do because that is a rare piece that you have, and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So
Yeah,
if
I love it.
anybody
I'm
knows,
I'm
y'all.
not mad that I have it, but I'm kind of mad that I can't carry it right now.
Phoebe said, pull the lining. I don't know if it's more than just the lining. She said, pull the lining and wash it by hand and then let it air dry outside. but it seems that it must be more than just the lining.
I think it's the leather that smells. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I
Hmm.
think it's but I'm up to try anything, child. And I even considered taking it to like a leather specialist, a leather cleaner here. I'm in
Yeah.
Oklahoma, but to see if they can maybe do something, treat it or something to get the smell out of it. Because I know the bag is worth way more than I paid for it. And I do love the bag,
Yes.
but I'm just this smell, baby, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
And I know when I was looking at Dooney's on their site, they never talk about smell. It's always about some type of staining on a bag and how to remove it, how to clean it. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'm very curious to see how to work that out because otherwise it looks like it's nothing more wrong with the bag. It's no scuff
Nothing.
marks, no
Nothing.
scratches,
It's
no missing
pristine.
pieces. Yes.
None.
Hmm.
It's pristine.
Well, we're
I
gonna have to help you out with that.
Speaking of smells, this one I had this had the same issue, but I did pull the lining out of this and hand wash it, and
Hmm.
it still has a bit of a smell, but not a whole lot. And so I'm fine with that. I like this one. I know I'm certain I can wear the smell out of this one, but this is one of my faves. This is a small leather good, but it's
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse. I'm a Disney adult. I love Disney. I really have that's another thing I have my eye on. I want a satchel barrel style bag just like
Hmm.
this.
Hmm.
Um, this is the comic strip. I don't know if y'all can see it. I feel like my light is making it hard to see, but the comic strip with the leather,
Yes.
black leather trim, I love, love, love. And so I really want this. This is one of my more recent purchases, and it went straight into my purse after I cleaned it. I've got my lip glosses and things in it, but I love this. So good.
Yes.
My
I
favorite
love that
small
as
leather good.
well. Okay. Okay.
But I also have another small leather good. I know we were going to get into those, but since I brought that one out, this one is also a Disney piece,
Okay.
like a little keychain.
Hmm.
Mm,
And it
you
has a
see it very well.
pocket.
There we go.
Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
I love that particular print. I was looking at a
Yeah.
bag. I think they had a zip pod backpack in that. Um,
Mhm.
but
They have
yeah,
a
I was
couple
on
of bags.
I'm not gonna pull that up because I saw it on Disney.com in their Dooney section. And yeah, I love that particular print. It's just playful and just happy.
Yes. So I have a few of these that I've liked on Poshmark, and if the right one comes along, I'm gonna snag one crossbody and like I said, a satchel. There's a satchel that I want. They're expensive. The Disney ones, baby, they want their coins
They
for these
really
Disney pieces.
do.
Yeah, they
Yes.
do.
And I've been trying to figure that out. Like it's Dooney. Like, but it's such a that is a totally different world when it comes to Dooney and Disney.
It really
I'm
is.
like, I don't know if I can afford to tap into it. I've bought only
Yeah.
one Disney piece. I bought a tote a couple of years ago, and I keep going back looking and trying to decide. And it's just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, they truly want their coins. They're not going to come off of those prices much at all.
Yeah, so all of my I have one that offered to me on Poshmark that I love, and I'm trying to think. I mean, I want to say it's like 300 and something she's got it priced at, and I can't, but it's a gorgeous bag, and I'm like, Lord, should I? I just it's literally just a collector's piece for me. I literally
Yeah,
want to look at it. I just
yeah,
want to
yeah,
see it.
yeah.
Just to say I have it. Um, but it's a gorgeous piece. Yeah. So that's
Well,
another one
I know.
that's on my list.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I know that you focus on your vintage collection for Dooney and Burke. So has there been anything like do you ever go and look at what's on the site just to say, well, let me get something that's kind of up to date and add that to my collection because eventually it will be vintage.
Right. One day it'll be vintage. So I have a few modern pieces that I have recently added to I don't shop my pieces firsthand. Everything that I get is
Okay.
secondhand.
Okay.
just because sometimes I like the wear on it. I feel like it makes it look better to me. I don't want to have to
Mm-hmm.
break it in. Uh, and then, pricing and stuff. I just like a fair price on a piece. But I do have some pieces that I feel like are more modern Dooney pieces than my older vintage collection. Um,
Okay.
I feel like that green satchel is one of them,
Yes.
but I
Yes.
also have this bag here,
Okay.
and
I
I
don't
love
think I've
her.
seen that one. Oh, that's cute. Let me look at that duck on there. And they've
Uh-huh. The
kind
duck is
of,
looking at me too. It's the
yes.
tortoise. Yeah. This is probably my most worn bag.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Dooney navy blue is one of my favorite colors, but I just this the size of this is perfect. It's like the perfect in
Yes.
between. It's not too small, it's not too big. Um, yeah, and this duck head had me. I was just like, that's stunning. Have to have it.
Yes,
I
it
got this
is.
from Pop, and I paid I think $25 for this one, but when I got it, it was like brand new, and the inside was clean and pristine, and um, I mean,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
beautiful.
With that
So
peppermint
this
like
one is,
lining.
yes, this one is fairly modern in my opinion. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I think this one is a more modern piece
Okay.
that I
And that's an
recently picked up.
alto. Yeah,
Love
that's
her.
cute. I love the strap.
Love. Definitely on trend for the silhouette of bags that they're carrying today, right now. So
Yes.
when I saw this,
Yes.
I was like, absolutely have to have it. Um, More modern, anything more modern? It's surprisingly, I don't think I have any more modern. The only Dooney that I've ever purchased retail, and even when I purchased it retail, it was on sale. This is my first ever Dooney and Burke purchase. So another
Okay.
exclusive,
Okay.
because I don't even think I've shown this on my channel. But this is my very first Dooney and Burke purchase.
Okay. Got the crossbody. What color
This
is
is a
it?
crossbody. It is white. It's
Okay, it is
white with
white.
the, and I don't know if you can see the DBs on it. There you go.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
it's a cotton canvas. This is the letter carrier,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also got a matching coin purse with it
Yes.
when I purchased it.
Yes.
I purchased this in Florida when my husband and I went for my niece and nephew. They were cheering at Disney World. So
Okay.
we, as a family, went on a trip. So I've had this bag for probably about 11 years. I've never worn
Okay.
it because it's white, and I'm like, I'm scared of the color transfer. I had every
Yeah.
intention on like scotch guarding it when I got it so that I could wear it. Um, but yeah, I love this. I think it's cute and it's fun, but
It
I ain't wearing it
is.
nowhere. But this was my very first purchase. I want to say I paid maybe 90 or $100 for it.
Okay.
Um, I think, but it was at the Dooney and Burke store. So
Okay. I
exclusive.
love that. I love it. You can't go wrong with a crossbody, especially the leather
You cannot.
carrier.
Yes, you cannot. And the one thing, so I hate this, but I love the little coin purse, but it's like yellowing under here. And I think that it's
Mm.
because of maybe the zipper or the vachetta. I don't know, but I've never carried it, so that's a little disheartening. But child,
Yeah.
it's just literally for sentimental value at this point.
Okay. I think you need to carry it. You need to carry it today. It matches with what you have on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I love this thing. But yeah, this was my first purchase. I felt good because I felt real grown. Because to me back then, $100 was a lot for a purse. I mean, it's still a lot to
Yes.
me, but
Yes.
it was like oh, we can get this, it's fine. And my
Yeah.
marriage was probably fresh, just under a year, if a year. So it was a big purchase to me, and so it's kind of sentimental at this point. But
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So now let's shift from Dooney and Burke because I think you are really, like I said, the goddess of the vintage bags. You really do have an eclectic collection of the vintage pieces, which is awesome. So, what other bags do you collect as well, or just other vintage pieces? It doesn't necessarily have to be just the Dooney and Bourke or just the handbags. What other vintage pieces do you usually lean towards collecting?
I love a vintage coach. I have a couple of vintage coach pieces.
Okay.
Um, Dang, and I just put them up. I should have. I wish I would have brought them so that I could share them with y'all. But both of them are actually red, which is kind of. But one is big and one is small. I love a vintage
Okay.
Coach bag. I think the quality is just really, really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Comparable to Dooney and Burke. I also have a vintage Coach barrel bag. It's
Okay.
black, so it goes with literally everything.
Hmm.
Uh, Another brand that I used to kind of shy away from, but I've been more into lately, I think in the last couple of years, maybe year or so, I've added maybe 4 or 5 to my collection is Michael Kors.
Okay. Okay.
Michael Kors was one of those things. And when I say Coach, vintage Coach, I mean leather pieces.
Yes.
I don't really do the canvas or the C's. I've always been like a I don't, which is why in my Dooney and Burke collection, I only have like 2 bags that actually say have the DBs on it because I like to be like less conspicuous
I
with
got you.
my.
And I was going to ask you that. Yeah. I noticed that
Yeah,
about your collection.
yeah. Like I said, I do have a couple of and those are newer to my collection, but for the most part, I love leather. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with leather. So, but Michael Kors. So the Mercer bag, I have been all the way into, and as a matter of fact, that's the bag I'm currently carrying. Is
Okay.
my small Mercer.
Okay. I like that.
Um,
I like that tote.
I Yes, this is definitely so I have this bag in a larger size. The large one, it's black and it has silver hardware. I wear that thing out. And it is, y'all know I love a top handle. I've already said that, but it is a top handle. And you know how I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't like to carry my top handle bags with the straps. With these, I do. I actually wear them crossbody.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because they can get heavy.
It looks like
They can
that one
get
is stuffed.
heavy. It is. Yeah, I work my bags now. Let me tell you. They definitely put in OT. Um, but it's also easy to stuff this one because it's so small. You can't get a
Yeah.
ton in here. But my larger one, I carry that one a lot because it goes with just everything. And I actually got the large one on Poshmark for like $20, and it was one that didn't come with a long strap, but I actually had a long strap from Amazon that I had purchased that matched the leather grain perfectly. And so I've just added that because I've noticed as I shop, I want to throw it over I want to be able to throw it over my shoulder so that my hands are free when I'm shopping.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I have this small one. I want this same size in black, pebbled leather. This is the like Saffiano leather. But
Okay.
I want pebbled leather with gold hardware and black interior. And then I also have a larger one of this that is the accordion style that has
Okay.
snake on the sides and the handle. Also some the Michael Kors, I think it's the Kendra bag. I have 2 of those. Yeah. Again, the MKs I'm not gonna do, but the leather
Uh,
I've been really impressed with the leather of the
okay.
Michael Kors bags.
Okay. Okay. That's
Yep.
kind of encouraging because I just stick to Dooney and Burke. But in the past, when it came down, like my first Coach bag, that was a leather bag. I still have it. I've been meaning to possibly pull that out and carry it because the leather was just different. And my mom,
Mm.
she's a collector of handbags. She probably wouldn't admit it, but she has some Coach bags. And I'm like, I didn't know they had those. I'm probably going to have to bring them out again, but the leather was just different. I don't
Is it
gravitate
crinkled?
to, is it crinkled?
Is the
I
leather
don't,
crinkled?
I think,
I
I don't think, I think they're all smooth, the ones that she has.
um So I have a Coach bag that has that crinkled leather, and I bought it because I was so it was like a $600 bag when I bought it. So I didn't buy it. Somebody bought it for my child. Let me be clear.
Yeah.
Probably about 15 years ago. And I still have it. And then I ended up finding the matching wallet to it on Poshmark many years later. But it is beautiful. It is a beautiful bag. Um, but it's like the crinkled leather. I don't Are you familiar with Miu Miu, the designer, and the
Yes.
way that they
Yes.
make their bags, leather
Yeah.
crinkle? It is very
Yes.
reminiscent of that. Very reminiscent of
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Again, yeah, super the Coach's leather quality is really good. Well,
And I've
was.
been
I don't
looking
know.
at that. Yeah. I there's this particular I forgot his name, but it's a guy that breaks down all these expensive bags and tests them out to see whether or not they're worth the price. And
He
he's
has an
convinced
accent.
me that yeah, he's
I
convinced
watch
me
him too.
that
Mhm.
yes. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, why are you doing it to that bag?"
No, send me that Hermes bag. Why are you? What are you doing? Send it to me.
Yes.
Don't cut it open. Yeah.
You can just look at it and talk about it. You don't have to, but I like how he breaks that all down to
Yeah.
let you know the legitimacy of if this bag is worth it, if the leather is good, if the pricing is worth it. So I like
Mhm.
watching his videos.
I
Okay,
do too.
cool. So I want to
I
shift a
do too.
little bit because I know that we're approaching an hour. Um, I noticed that within probably the last couple of years, you have transformed in a lot of ways, noticeable ways. And I think you were not posting for a minute. And I always wonder, where is Brandy? What happened to Brandy? Because it happens from time to time. People get burnt out with having to post and do all the work that is intended to actually, stay um, current and updated and all that good stuff. And I noticed that you
Mhm.
disappeared. And then all of a sudden you came back. And I was just like, is this the same Brandy? But it definitely has been the same Brandy, but you had some things that was going on. So I want you to share a little bit about your hiatus, which I think was probably needed for you. And just where you've been and coming back and posting and just your content on your channel.
Yeah. So for context, I work full time. I work in corporate America. I am married and I have three small kids.
Yes,
And so
yes,
you're absolutely right. Just with everything that all of that requires, um, YouTube was kind of just something that had to take a back seat at times. If When there are things that I have to get done, it's kind of like the last thing that is on my mind. If something has to go, it's the first thing that has to go because I can't
yeah.
put being a mom, a wife, or working on hold. And so that happens. But if I'm honest, just burnout sometimes. There was a time when the momentum in my channel was really good. It was really high and the growth was exponential, and that was super encouraging. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. And you don't know why. You don't know, just trying to tap back into that growth or tap back into that sweet spot or that place where people want to meet you uh can be hard. And I just tired of trying to get back to that place. um and so that's part of the reason. I had some
Okay.
personal issues. I lost my mom. I lost both of my moms, actually. My mom who raised me and my birth mom within a couple of years. And the one that shifted my life, I would say probably the most, was losing my birth mother. And that's because she died of diabetic ketoacidosis
Okay.
just shortly after she had been diagnosed. And for me, it was like a wake up call. You could literally be here today and gone tomorrow type of thing. And my weight was something that I've been big. I had been big my whole life. Um, Never struggled with like self esteem issues or anything like that because that was my life. This was from little. I was born, I was 9 pounds, 2 ounces, child. I came in here big. So self-esteem and things like that were never an issue for me. But when my mom died, because she just couldn't change her eating habits or her diet, or you know get it together, it scared me. And I didn't want to be big. Like, I didn't want to be big to the point that I would lose my family, or that I would have my husband out here with my kids by himself because I was going to die. That's literally, I know that's extreme. You like, girl, but that's what I thought. I was
That's your
literally
truth.
thinking, if I die, my husband is going to be out here with my kid. Like, they won't have, like, I can't have that. And so I started to look into how I could lose weight. Not to now, I had been looking into losing weight prior to that, but once she died, I was like, no, this is it. Um, and so I started to do my research. I tried to talk to my husband about it. I had looked into weight loss surgery years before, and my husband was just dead set against it. He was like, absolutely not. We can do this. We can just work it out. We can lose weight the natural way. We know what to do. And I would do the things. I would be committed. I would work out. I was an athlete all through, my high school years, and was still a bigger girl. So it wasn't a matter of not being physically able or not knowing what to do. My body would not lose. I would lose 20 pounds and that would be it, or 30 pounds and that would be it. And when I say I was eating perfectly and exercising every day, like, and it wasn't working. And so I told my husband after my mom passed, I said, listen, I want to be around. I've tried everything and you've seen me try everything and it's not working. And so, he agreed, and the Lord opened up a door. He crafted something so well as far as having the surgery. I was really looking into paying for it out of pocket myself. And the Lord worked it out. The child, I didn't even have to pay for it at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my
That's
insurance, my job was bought out by another company, and their insurance was not supposed to kick in till the next year. But because their insurance was better than our insurance, their attorneys advised them to give us their insurance early. They gave us their insurance early. Their insurance covered the surgery 100%. So
wow.
I said, this is God saying, it is well. I took that for it is well. And so I had weight loss surgery during the pandemic, or at the end of it anyway, in 2020, I want
Okay.
to say December 2020. So it'll be 4 years this year. And a lot of people say I wish I'd done it sooner. I can't say that because, I had children and all of that, but I'm glad that I did it, and my life has not been the same since.
I
So
could
that's
tell.
the
I
biggest
mean,
change I feel like.
yeah, and kudos to you for that, for taking that leap of faith to and understanding the confirmation that you were given to do that. It's a tough topic for a lot of different people when it comes down to weight loss, and especially
Mhm,
trying to do it the natural way, or even contemplating surgery, because there are
mhm,
stories of complications and things of that nature.
mhm,
But it seems as if you really truly did your research and you took your time in trying to really see if this was the best option for you. And so like I said, it's noticeable, and I'm like, okay, this Brandy on something else right now. Okay. And it is a wonderful thing too, because I listened to or watched some of your videos when you were being vulnerable about some of the things that was happening in your world, as far as not being on YouTube, and you got to you got to prioritize. you know
yeah,
um it would be nice to do full-time YouTube, but
absolutely. That's the goal.
when,
The Lord gonna make it happen.
of course,
He gonna make it
definitely
happen.
claim it.
I do.
Definitely claim it. So during that process, how has your mental health been? Because one thing about myself, I am a social worker. And my background is dealing with mental health, things of that nature. And I tap into that every now and then on my channel. I haven't been very consistent with it, but I do bring that topic up from time to time. So during that process, and after, how has your mental health been?
Um, so this is gonna be really transparent and vulnerable. No. Mentally I struggle sometimes, and I will say that that is 100% my fault. The very thing that brings me a lot of joy is the same thing that brings me a lot of frustration and anxiety and mental um unrest. And that's my shopping. Shopping is something that really brings me a lot of joy. It makes me happy. But I have so much stuff that it crowds my space sometimes, and it makes me feel extremely anxious. And I'll be honest, in pulling out my pieces for this, um, I was just going through my things, and it was just like, Brandy, you don't need another nothing, girl. You really don't. Um, and I fall back in love with every piece that I've purchased when I look through them. I can shop my own stuff. And I'm thinking about making
Yeah.
that a series on the channel where I shop my own. I literally have enough things to shop like I'm shopping at a store. Um, but having so much stuff around me clogs my thinking. Like I can't think clearly. It makes me
Mhm.
very uneasy. It makes me very anxious. And I'm at a point now where I'm getting um like super frustrated with it. And so I'm about to make a change. And so I'm praying and I'm talking. I've been doing some soul searching on why I feel the need, why I can't just admire the beauty in something instead of feeling like I have to have it. Um, so
Mm.
that's I'm working on it, but that's where I am.
Okay, okay. And I appreciate your transparency because I don't really share that part of my struggle right now with that. I'm not perfect. None of us are. I just try to
Mhm,
manage my crazy. But I
mhm.
do get it because it's always been told if you have a cluttered space, you have a cluttered mind. And I've been going
And
through
it's
that myself. My space is cluttered.
yeah,
I'm hands
yeah,
down. It's cluttered. And
yes, ma'am.
it's hard for me to get started. Like I overthink it. Like I know I have to move this and do this and do this. So I strategize to try to tell myself, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what
Girl,
and then I'll start 5 minutes in. I'm like, okay, I need a break.
Shanice, we're
This
gonna
ain't
need a
gonna
part
work.
two of this because you listen. You show right. I look just today. I'm pulling this stuff out, and I'm like, and then I'm looking at the stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is bad. Like it's joy and sorrow at the same time because it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
girl, it's too much, but oh my god, this is so good. You know what
Yes,
I'm
yes.
I just yeah, but
Definitely.
you're right. I'm easily distracted. I'll be working on one part and then I'll move to something else, and I never
Mhm.
finish this because I moved on to this. But that's
Mhm.
just how much stuff that I have that it's that easy to be
Mhm.
distracted to move to something
Mhm.
else. So but yeah, I am. I'm soul searching to dig deeper to find the root of why I shop the way that I do. And I'm trying to work myself to a place where I can admire things and not feel like I have to have it. I'm getting
Yeah.
that Dooney and Burke Mickey Mouse bag though. But
I understand. And I think I've conquered the first step. I know why. And it's because there was a point in time in my life where I couldn't afford certain things because I
oh,
had to prioritize.
same. Same. I know why
And
too
so,
now.
yeah.
But that's where I
And
had to
now I've been
start.
playing
Like, why
catch
are
up.
you shopping? Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
literally
And
just said the same thing because I there was so much that, and I didn't grow up poor. I grew up great. Like I didn't want for anything. But
yeah, yeah,
there were things that, like I said, growing up, I didn't have a Dooney and Burke bag. My mom didn't carry designer things. Now she looked, now she dressed to the nines. But even in that, it wasn't name brand stuff. It wasn't
yeah.
super expensive. She just and that's a tip too, y'all. You can look great and not spend a whole lot of money. my whole, you know what I'm, that's what I grew up on, looking good. That's why I'm so good at it now, because that's what we did. We made it
Mm-hmm.
do, we made it work with what we had. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but now that I work, I'm like, I'm at this big age. If I see something and I like it and I can afford it, well,
I'm
I'm gonna
getting
get it.
it.
Period. And here we are now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why
Cause
we know that now.
yeah, and I look at my stuff and I'm like, because even with me, I pulled out some bags yesterday. I forgot I had the bags. I mean, I do. I once I put them in the storage bin, I sometimes forget. Still got tags on some things.
Oh, a lot of
I
my
got to
stuff still
work
got
this
tags.
out. Yeah, I still got to work out some things. And so it's my intention to try my best to get to being organized like I like to be, get my space organized. And I have definitely cut back on my purchases, mainly because I had to. I mean, if you don't have it coming in, you can't give it out to spend and all that kind of stuff. And so I probably get a bag now every other month or something like that. During the pandemic, I mean, those boxes was coming in daily.
Do you hear me? Order. Let me tell you something. So that's a thing too. I know that's another reason why I shop the way that I do. I shop to create content that I never create.
Yep. Because I got a whole lot of videos I have not even uploaded because I do the unboxing
Well,
and
and
then it
that
sits
goes
there.
back to the discouragement, that it all is like one big thing, because I'm like, I'll post this. Ain't nobody even gonna watch this. But that's where you have to get back to the place of, I'm posting this because I genuinely want to share it. I'm not posting it for views. I'm posting it because I
Yeah,
love it. I
yeah,
love I love all of these things. I love the clothes that I buy. I love thrifting. I love shopping. I love fashion. And I love makeup. And so whether or not somebody is looking at it shouldn't determine whether or not I post it. But in
no,
my
it
mind,
should.
it's an exchange of, is it worth the time away from my family, if no one's going to watch it, if I, those are the things that I'm thinking about, and that determine whether or not I'm present on YouTube. If I'm
Hmm.
honest, YouTube is a safe space for me. It brings me joy to post content, and when I don't post content, I am depressed. But that
Mm,
same space can also bring about depression. So I don't know,
yeah,
child. Listen, I'm trying to figure it out.
yeah, and I'm trying to figure it out with you because it could be overwhelming when you understand the meaning, not necessarily the meaning, but just the underlying
The root
thing
of the
that
thing.
exists for YouTube. The underlying
Mhm.
thing is that hey, you get views, you get subscribers with the potential
You
of
get
getting a check
paid.
if you at that point. Yes. But is it all worth that? Especially when you're not doing it. I think even if you're doing it full time, it's a lot. It is a
It
job. Do
is.
I really
It
want
is.
I want my job to be fun. I don't want to feel stressed out because any other job that I would have that stresses me, I'm quitting quickly. And so I don't want that to be. So I
Expeditiously.
yeah, so I totally get it totally because I've gone where I'm just like, you know what? I wouldn't say that I was burnt out, but reached my threshold and it was just like, whoop, gotta take a break. Gotta take a
Yeah.
break. But we should be able to do that in the YouTube space without feeling as if, man, all of my views have gone down. All of this has
Yeah.
not it's not popping like it was before.
Yeah.
But as
That
long as you keep
engagement
it,
takes a huge hit when you go away. It really does.
yeah,
It really does. But that's part of, I mean, that's part of their business, right? To keep people
yeah,
posting and all of that. But at some point, and that's kind of where I had to get, my wellness is more important. So, and I've had moments where I've been vulnerable with my subscribers and apologized for not being present, because I know what it feels like, because I watch YouTube for fun too. I don't even watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Like I watch YouTube for fun. And so there are
Yeah.
people that I love to watch. And when they're absent, I notice it. So I know how it feels to have someone that
Hmm.
you're looking forward to posting, even the couple hundred that do faithfully watch my videos, right? There are some people that it don't matter what I post, they're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I appreciate them. And it's those people who I feel bad for letting down, because again, I know what it feels like to have your favorite YouTuber and be like, dang, she ain't posted in a long time. Show miss her, but at the
Hmm.
same time, you got to understand that their wellness is way more important. Um,
Definitely.
and
Definitely.
and that's kind of the place that I've had to get to.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm going to be very intentional about my self-care, and I'm going to take that time. And this is supposed to be for fun. That's the way it started out for me. It really wasn't
Mhm.
for anybody else to see. I just wanted to record myself. And I said, well, let me just see what happens. Never expected
Mhm.
it to even, the little bit that I've done, I never expected to get over 1,000 subscribers. I never expected to become an affiliate for Dooney and Burke. I never expected to connect with so many wonderful people that share the same likeness as I do, or even not the same likeness. They are going through some of the same struggles that I'm going through. So I never expected any of that. And so I have to keep those things in mind as far as the connection with people, similarities
Mhm.
and differences. I enjoy that. That's part of um, the building of you being sociable. So I
Yeah.
like that part of it, but I'm not going to let it stress me. I'm not, I refuse it. I'm going to take my
Yes,
time. I'm going to do what
ma'am.
I can. And one thing I had to learn for myself, I love to do the editing, but it was stressful. And so I just love doing lives now. Take it if I stumble over my words, if I mispronounce a word like I just did then, or whatever. You might see something in the background, somebody coming in, whatever. I just like that authentic piece of it because I think of
Yeah.
myself as just being real and authentic. So I
Yeah.
had to figure it out. I had to totally
Yeah,
figure it
for me, it's for me too, the editing isn't even like because I do very minimal editing. I'm not doing all that extra stuff. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say and I'm gonna do a little couple cuts and do all of that and upload it. Because I've seen that. I've seen people say like I spent hours editing a video and I've never
out.
had to do that. Like I've never Oh, it takes me 10 minutes to edit a video because I'm not doing too much. If
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
pictures, I'm gonna put the pictures in there and all of that. But authentically, you're gonna get like if I stumble over a word or if I'm lost for a thought or something, you might just get that in the video. And because I'm not stressing myself out. Now, I will tell you, my most recent video, baby, I was stressed in editing. I've never taken so long to edit a video in my entire life, and I did not like it
Oh,
at
wow.
all. I was like, this, I can't do, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And the reason was I used a different device to record the video. And at
Mm-hmm.
some point in the recording, my audio and the visual got off track.
Okay.
So I had to like detach the audio and try to match it up to sync it with where I was talking. And baby, it was just, woo!
Yeah.
I was
I
like, I
already
don't know
know.
about this.
I already
But
know.
But yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It should be as authentic and minimal as possible, in my opinion, because that's what people
Yeah.
connect to.
Yes,
They don't
definitely.
connect to
Definitely.
the fake, phony. I mean, some people do, but most people want you to be genuine. They want to connect with you on a level of authenticity that they don't typically get. So
Yes.
I commend you
Yeah.
for that. The live, that's fun. It's cool to engage with people real time.
Yeah. It is. It definitely is. And like, even if I look at like how many people are here watching this, it never really gets up super high, and I'm fine with it. I just want to put the information out there. I'm not worried about all that other stuff. If it happens, it happens, because I've had videos that may have gotten 200 views, but then I may have another one that has gotten some thousands, and I'm like, okay, that's cool.
And
It's
you
so
really
much.
can't predict
No,
how you don't even know why. It just is what it
no, not
is.
at
And you
all.
kind of, yeah, you just gotta let it be what it is.
Yep, definitely. Definitely. Oh, another thing that we have not touched on, and I know I just grabbed mine. You wear glasses and
Girl,
you have like 50 million, and I just have two pair of glasses right now, and you have so many different frames. I mean, like, and I think once I tapped, because the algorithm got to working on YouTube and Facebook, then I started seeing your ad come up for a particular brand. And I was like, Brandon just be doing
baby,
some of
that algorithm
everything.
gonna algorithm every time, ain't it?
Yes, it is. I think it even started popping up on Instagram. I said, look at this. I need to check into these glasses.
Lensmart. You talking about Lensmart. I already know.
Uh-huh. Yes. So how many
Yeah.
pairs of glasses do you have? Okay. The
Child.
face tells it all. It's a number. It's a number higher than
I
10.
absolutely. Oh, probably 70.
Okay, I wish I could. I guess because I have a serious prescription in mind, so I haven't ventured out. I've been trying to find some frames, and I see a lot of beautiful frames, but I'm like, yeah, I can get the frames for cheap, but once I get the lens in there and all that other stuff that I'm gonna need, it's gonna be high again. So I
Yeah.
just haven't done it.
Um, all of mine are prescription as well, but I only have a prescription in one lens because the only one eye is um
Okay.
deficient. But that one lens be kind of thick though. um, but yeah, so I mean, I guess I compare it to when I go to the optometrist. I pay $200 for glasses when I go, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's for the birds. I'm not doing that anymore. When I can get a frame for, let's say, $5, and once I add my prescription in it, it's like $40. To me, that's
Hmm.
way
Okay.
better.
Way
You
cheaper.
know, absolutely. I can still get 5 to 6 pairs of glasses for the price of one that I'm getting at the optometrist. So, um, but I will encourage you, start doing videos around glasses. Your algorithm will start working and those companies will start reaching out to you. Shanice, is it Sanice or Shanice? Sanice.
Cynics, yes.
Sanice.
Cynics.
Speak it into the atmosphere and they will start to sponsor you.
We're gonna have to tap into that. I think that'll be a real fun thing because I've been wearing glasses since I was in the second grade, and that'll be really cool to tap into that. Because I like I said, I've seen so many wonderful frames that I would be willing to try out. But it's just the lenses that I've been kind of iffy about. Like, wow, I can find the frames, but those lenses, I got to have the blue light. I have to have my special subscription or not subscription prescription in there, and whatever else they got, I want them all in my
Yeah.
glasses.
Scratch resistant, anti-reflective, especially for
Yes,
doing
yes.
YouTube videos with the light. That's why I was started to put these on, but I was like, you can see my light. But these are a little bit anti-reflective. That's why the light is showing green and not bright. But um, yeah, you speaking into the atmosphere. A lot of things that I have been able to do on YouTube or that have come to me, I've literally whispered it to the Lord.
Okay. Awesome.
Some I
Awesome.
haven't even said. Some I haven't even said out loud, and they will just be in my inbox, in my email. Do you want to do, or have you
Hmm.
considered? So speak those things out, and child, they'll come to you. They
I
will.
sure
That's why I have
shall.
70 pairs of glasses, to be honest. Because
Whew.
other than that, I would have my same 5, 6 pair.
Yeah. All right. Phoebe said, congrats to you, Brandy. She's going to have gastric bypass in July. She says, I'm proud of you, honey, for taking control of your health. Yes. And
Thank
Phoebe
you,
has,
Phoebe. Yeah, I
yes,
had
she
gastric
has been,
bypass.
okay, okay. And I know she has been
Mhm.
on her weight loss journey over the last few months and she's lost some weight. So yes, we'll stay prayed up for you as
Congratulations.
well during that. That's awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good for you, Phoebe, for, there's a lot of, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't tell people that I was gonna have that because there are a lot of negative people and they
Yes.
have so much to say about things and oh, you
Mm-hmm.
taking the shortcut. Oh, you I don't and I didn't have time for that negative space. I didn't. I made
Yeah.
up in my
Yeah.
mind. Lord and I talked about it. My husband and I talked about it. And at the end of the day, those are the only people I need to be in alignment with.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and now every time people see me, they talk about how great I look. But if I would have told them that I was going to have weight loss surgery, they would have had so many things negative to say about it. So please just forget any naysayers and do what is best for you. I promise you, your
Mhm.
life will be so much more fulfilled after, baby. The things that I can do now, the physical activity that I can do, the places that I can go. People treat you differently too. Like people don't talk about that, but people treat you differently when you're smaller. Like they get closer to you, they're more in your space. Like it's a whole different world. It really is.
Oh wow.
Um,
Wow.
it really is. And people don't talk about it, but it is. It changes. And a lot of people will be like, my relationships changed, friendships changed. I even had someone be like, "You different," and it wasn't that I was different; they were different because I was different. And gracefully though, she was like, "You know what? I had to check myself because it wasn't you, it was me." But
Yeah.
you have to prepare yourself for that because people will engage with you differently, and that's okay. Just be
Yeah.
mindful, child. Keep a lookout, Phoebe, because they gonna be, you know.
It kind
And
of
then when you
weaves the
fine,
good and the
when you extra
yeah.
extra fine, because I was fine before, honey, but now I'm extra extra fine. The people, the audacity just be out there. So be ready,
Okay.
Phoebe, to be telling the men to leave you alone.
Mm-hmm. Phoebe says she has to save her life. She has chronic acid reflux. So she's working on recovering from that and recovering from the surgery as well when she has it. So yeah, she's
I
working
had
out to
that.
recover well from surgery. Okay, that's it.
I had
Okay.
I had really bad acid reflux. I had to have my gallbladder removed.
Mm.
But I had all of that before I had gastric bypass. And other than that, I had no like comorbidities or anything like that. I was a fairly healthy person. But that acid reflux, baby, that feels like a heart attack. I literally thought I was dying. Um, yeah, I don't wish it on anybody. Like it was horrible. It was
Yeah.
horrible. And now I don't
Mm.
have the issue at all. Well, since I had my gallbladder taken out, I didn't have the issue at all. But baby, your life is about to be so fulfilled. I'm happy in anticipation for you, Miss Phoebe. It's gonna be great.
All right. Awesome. 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 Well, oh, and she said her gallbladder came out last year. Okay. Okay.
Amen. So I had to come out, get that thing up out of there. It
All
came
right.
out
Well, do you have
real.
any questions for me today before we kind of start to wrap up? Because I've been asking you questions.
What's your favorite Dooney?
Whew. Oh wow, we could go. We could be talking another hour. My favorite Dooney, as far as we'll just stick to the silhouettes. It
Okay.
fluctuates because right now I'm in my crossbody. I pulled out this because I forgot. I pulled this out on my birthday. I had the
I
tag still
want
on it. This
one. I want
this is the
one. I got a
Sawyer.
black one. I'm looking at it. Poshmark.
Get it? Wonderful crossbody. Wonderful crossbody.
Okay.
I love it in the
Okay.
Saffiano because everything is one color. I don't have to worry about the trim and all that good stuff. And it's just a fun carry. The So I generally, if I were to base it on the number of bags that I have, the number of silhouettes, crossbody has it hands down. I have the most. I
Okay.
don't know now. I said I was going to do an update about my collection, my crossbody collection, but yeah, it's up there. So I love crossbodies. And especially in the summertime. Especially in the
Yes,
summertime.
they're so easy. They're so easy. It's like a no-brainer. It's a quick, and you don't have to think about it. You can just go and be
Mm-hmm.
hands off or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have this one, which is perfect for that, like
Oh
little
yes. Yes. And see, I love that
little satchel
silhouette
type.
because
Yeah.
I love that
Okay.
silhouette.
Well, and you also touched on
Uh-oh. Let me see if it's on my end.
This one?
Yes, hold on a second, because I don't know if it's on my end. It's a connection issue right now. Let's see. If you can still hear and see me moving, I can't see you moving. Okay, now it has you still glitching, I guess. I hear you now. I think I do. Let me see. Because my connection out here in my workspace is tricky sometimes. I'm looking and seeing if it's doing something over there. All right. Then you're moving now. Go ahead, Brandy. Let me see if I can hear you.
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. I was gonna say
Okay.
you had touched
Lucinda said you
on something where you were like the you
go
said the
ahead.
one tone leather.
Uh-huh.
Um, and that's where I am. That like that green satchel. I like as much as I love the having the two tone, like it's classic Dooney and Burke. Like I love that, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been into the having the one tone thing. So that green bag I love. And then that where is that other that little black one that I showed you? I love because
Yes.
there's nothing extra on it. It's just black or it's just green or yeah. I
Yes.
that's what I'm into right now too.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I discovered that once I got my first Saffiano bag, I had no clue. And when I got it, I was like, why no one told me about that? Was like one, aside from the feel, the leather of it, everything is one color. I love that. Like, wow. So I
Yeah.
intend on
Yeah.
adding more Saffiano pieces like that. And whatever other bag that I can find in Dooney and Burke that has that one tone. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So yeah,
Mhm.
crossbodies are
Yeah.
it for
Yeah.
me. I think secondly would probably be totes. I've been looking at my totes and I'm like, I love them all. I love totes, hobos, everything. I don't think there's any particular. Oh
It's my new
wow! And
baby.
see, I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that, and that's like the denim. Is that the part of the denim?
It looks denim.
Yeah,
It's actually, I don't think it's actually denim, but it looks denim.
that
I got
that
this from
cloth.
Poshmark, and I ain't gonna tell you how much I paid for it because I don't want you mad at me.
I'm gonna guess. I think you paid probably. I know you didn't pay no more than 50 for it because I might have been looking at that.
You, girl, if you know me, you know I didn't pay no more than 50 for it. I got this bag for $30.
Woo wee! That is a nice bag. I
30
like
bucks.
that.
And
I
she
love
is
that silhouette.
perfect.
I wish they would
She's
bring that
perfect.
particular. Yeah, I wish they would bring that one back because I like that side pocket. Beautiful
Yes.
bag.
Yes. Poshmark. Sanish, you got to get on Poshmark because, yeah,
I
$30.
have.
And it's in perfect condition. Um, and I paid $30 for this bag. And that's another thing too. That's on my list. I really want a nice denim, old school denim, Dooney and Burke. I said I only have a couple that have the actual DBs on it. It's this one, and I have this one also.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
That
got that
kind of gives
color.
denim. Denim is super trendy right now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, I
And
like
this one
that.
is just giving that little nice minimal crochet, with a little pocket in the back. Like it's
Hmm.
yeah, another Poshmark fine, but I really want one of those old school denim ones with the pockets and the leather. I'm gonna get one. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And then I want a denim crossbody, and I'll be done
Okay. Okay. With that, we're gonna have to work together to
with
make sure
that.
you get some things um moved about and out, and so you could bring some other stuff in, switch some stuff out. Now, I don't think I could do that with my bags. I think I could do definitely with clothes. I can switch out clothes, but bags, I can't. I can't bring myself to doing that. I
It's
just
hard
can't.
to
I
get
have
rid
to
of
keep
them, right?
them.
It's like it's almost like they kids. Like I can't get my babies away.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Now clothes and shoes. Well, I just came to term with shoes. I think I'm about to like get rid of some more shoes, especially if I hadn't worn them. The rule of thumb, if you hadn't like used something in 5 years, get rid of it. I might need to get rid of some people
Wait,
then.
whose rule is 5 years? Because it's a year. It's
Ooh, a
supposed to be
year? Oh
6 months to
no.
a year. You done made you done made your own adaptations because 5 years is crazy. However, it got to be 5 years for me too, because I can't. I have so much stuff that if it was 6 months to a year, I would be tossing everything out because I have so much stuff that I can go a long time without wearing something. But that doesn't mean I love it any less. Like I don't,
Yeah.
especially with my collector's pieces. No,
Mhm.
I can't get
Mhm.
rid of. Mm-mm. But yeah, I have thought about adapting that thought of like if I bring something in at this rate, the stuff I have, if I bring something in, I need to get rid of three things probably. Much stuff as I have, but I have
Oh
considered
wow.
that because this is really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah. Because my thing is, I just once I get a home, build a home, I have to have a boutique room. Like it's going to be huge. I want that to
I
be
need a
bigger
whole
than my
room.
bedroom.
Yep. Yes,
I want that. I
absolutely.
want to be able, like you said, shop within my own stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get a
Yes,
bag
ma'am.
and we're just gonna go shopping what I got, pop some tags,
Yep.
because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something with some tags on it, and just have fun that way. I think that'll be really cool. Bring that to your channel. I think that'll be really fun. Really
I was gonna
fun.
say, I was just about to ask you, do you think that would be something? Always trying to innovate and come up with new things, but I feel like I want to be able to bring me still, but I want to feel like it's new, fresh. So shopping my stuff that y'all ain't never seen it. I seen it, but y'all ain't seen it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that'll
that'll
be
be
fun.
cool. I think that would really be fun, especially with your personality and just the even giving some shopping tips. Like, oh wow, like some of the questions I asked today about what were your tips? So you could probably reminisce about, okay, this is how I found this vintage piece, and we're gonna put
Mhm.
this in the bag because I'm gonna wear this today. Yeah, you could do that. I know you can pull that off
I
great.
literally I was pulling out all my stuff and I was like, these are as I was pulling out some of my Doonies, I was like, oh, I need to do a video on summer bags because a tote, totes are the thing right now. Everybody want to carry a tote.
Hmm.
I have so many and I could do like how to style them or whatever. Literally just pulling stuff out. I'm like, girl, this is gonna be also, some of this stuff I bought years ago, and it's like when I bought it, it was because it was either I just loved it or I thought it was going to be a trend, and now it's the trend. So I need to pull it out because it's
Yes,
the trend. You know,
yes,
fashion
and
and
we
stuff is so sick. Like it just come
yeah.
right back around.
It does. And we have people in the chat that said that they will watch that. So go ahead, make that happen. They
Okay,
would love to watch
okay.
it.
Are y'all subscribed? Come on over and
Yes.
subscribe too.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. I'll put, let me see. I need to pull up your channel so that I can put it in the chat to make sure that everybody subscribes to Brandy Chanel. Y'all go ahead and hit her up on YouTube as well as Instagram. Any other spots where you are? I know you're on Facebook as well, but where are you
I am.
primarily?
I'm on primarily YouTube and Instagram. Am I on TikTok? I don't know if I would say I'm on TikTok like that, but I'm trying to be.
Okay.
My Instagram is Lady Chanel. My TikTok, all that is Lady Chanel, but Brandy Chanel is my Instagram. I mean, my YouTube and my Facebook. So,
Okay. Yeah. And once you go to her channel, and I'm going to put that in the chat. Once you go to her channel, go to her description, you'll find everything.
yes. Yeah, I have all the things linked. I need to
Yes,
do
yes,
better.
yes. And I keep wanting to wrap up, but then I had another question. And it was brought to my attention. Well, not necessarily brought to my attention, but we do have someone that looked at your latest video for your Amazon haul with your dupes. When I said, "Oh, you just went from head to toe with the dupes," I was like, "Oh my goodness, I need her to go over here and find some stuff." Wow.
So remember when I was talking about the ebbs and flows of YouTube? My channel was growing a whole lot. I need to go get a charger for my phone die. My channel was growing a lot, and it was growing from those videos. That's how I got a lot of followers. Those always do super, super well on my channel. And
Okay.
so yeah, I've tapped back into that, and the momentum has been picking up again. So yeah, girl, go. I'm wearing some dupes right now. This Cartier ring, this bracelet, these bracelets. These were in the most recent video. So check it out. I always find my goal in those videos is to find stuff that nobody's talking about. And I actually feel and touch the things. There are a lot of people on YouTube who will recommend something, but they ain't touched it. They don't know what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I am telling you about stuff that I'm actually holding. So,
well, it's some things that's going to be in my cart after I watched that. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know they had that. Let me go ahead." So now I'm gonna have to backtrack because you've been posting some good stuff, some good content lately. Not to say that you haven't been, but lately you've been posting some or putting some stuff out there. And I said, "Look, I had to go here and put some stuff in my cart ASAP before everybody get." Uh-oh. Y'all better be on the lookout. If y'all not subscribed, y'all better be subscribed to Brandy's channel because she got that information. She got that good for y'all.
That's right. We always looking good, but on a budget.
Yes, and that's the key. That is key. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm so happy that you came on. I'm so happy we connected because truth be told, I reached out. I try to find people that's on Instagram, and I reached out in the DMs, and it just sat there. And I was like, okay, Lord, if it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. And then all of a sudden, some months later, you replied back. I was like, oh, for real? I was like, let me wake up. Let me get this going. Let's figure this out. And so, yes, I'm so excited.
So it was in my like spam or, because if you don't follow us, if you don't follow a person, then their message don't come to you directly. And so it was sitting there. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I try to be like when I on YouTube, if people comment on my video, I try to respond to everybody. I'm really responsive. So I felt bad that I didn't see it. Child, I'm sorry. We'll have to do this again though. This was fun.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I'm so excited with it, y'all. I need to find another word. Elated. I'm really, really happy that you came on. And I think this was just the perfect time. Totally the perfect time. And so thank you so much. I want to bring back my special guest later on. Maybe we could do like this group thing. And especially when these sales start to happen or just whatever topic I may bring forth. Like Phoebe and you would be great together on a live because you all have some shared experiences with your weight loss and all of that great stuff. And so just to be of encouragement to others that are thinking about it, because I can say for both of you all, it's not a cop out like people think. Like, oh, they just too lazy and don't want to do the work. No, this is because they had some real serious health concerns and they want to be here for their children and their children's children. And so that is very important. So I'm going to be figuring that out so we can correlate a time. It'll be later on this year to have you on for that. And Phoebe, if you're still here, she said, oh, that would be fun. Yes, indeed. Y'all just don't understand. Y'all are a blessing. I'm so happy to have connected with you all. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up before your phone dies.
God, I done walked in here to the charger now. We good.
But yes, you all definitely share this video, go back and watch it again. If you have any questions, especially some answers to these questions regarding how to get smells out of your bags, let us know so I can share that or drop those answers in the comment section. Go to Brandy's channel, YouTube channel, all of her handles, and let her know. But she will definitely be back on. And yeah, that is it for us today. I'm gonna wait until she is not frozen again, because I know she's trying to get situated. Thank you, Made for handbags. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and stay abreast. Set up your bell notifications, you all. I don't know what next Saturday will bring as far as a guest. I might have to bring Brandy back on. But I don't know what's gonna happen next Saturday. We'll figure it out. I'll let you all know. Set up your bell notifications. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, I will be dropping the first of the week-long trivia, Dooney and Bourke trivia game, where the prizes will be Dooney and Bourke stickers. So if you have yet to get a sticker, this is your opportunity to get some stickers, y'all. So stay tuned for that in my community tab. And I will see you all soon. Say bye, Brandy.
Bye.